My name's Rebecca Hall and I'm the Global Lead for Education for Austrade. Austrade's Australia's agency for trade and investment. For me, I must say, I didn't realise myself that the Master in Communication program was something I should invest time and resources in. I have a new boss who joined us about 6 months ago, and she said her advice was, I can see your passion and technical knowledge for international education. I can also see, though, it's impeding your ability to communicate clearly because I'm so focused on the content. In terms of focus areas and where we need to improve and how we're going to enact that change, communication is going to be the key to our success. It's not about the technical IT projects or even the new ways of working. It is fundamentally back to communication. So before I even joined the program and met my facilitator, Ali, we had to do some pre-work. And the week I did the pre-work, I was dealing with a really complex issue. I looked at a template and thought, oh, this is interesting. And I actually used the template before I even got to the course. And I could see there and then I was focused on the course as communication presentation style, but fundamentally for me and the impact was finding enough time to frame the right messages. One of my biggest challenges was time, and so the immediate impact for me is I now have tools and a methodology that I know I can grab, even if it is 10 minutes before a conversation, just to ground myself and prepare for that. If I had to look at 3 key takeaways for me, or where they've had the biggest impact since completing the program, and bearing in mind I think it was only a month ago, the first is time management and preparing for presentations. So absolutely the impact has been time, and the way the program works, of course, is giving us the right kind of tools that enable us to structure our thinking, our presentation, and bearing in mind the audience is central to everything that we're doing. So, as you know, we are all so busy these days. So the idea of spending a couple of days out of the office focusing on communications, I must admit, was not my first choice in professional development program. In fact, I would have gone to maybe a program on a technical skill related to my industry. And so I did have some reservations about joining the program. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to take enough time out, but it was absolutely right time and right program for me. And I got so much out of not just the content, the knowledge and generosity of the facilitator, but also the small group environment. That resistance was definitely did not play out, and I just got so much from the 3 days. I would recommend the Master in Communication program to pretty much anybody. In fact, I have been sharing my insights, and even my 21-year-old daughter who's entering the workforce now is aware of some of the tips and tricks that we used, and I had said I would love to invest in it for her to go. So those who are starting out and passionate about what they're doing, I will certainly be encouraging members of my team. I think if we were to approach this type of training as a team as well, collectively, our impact would be quite significant.